Do you know that just one small mistake at your bed's headboard could lead to sleepless nights, financial losses, career setbacks, and a lifetime trapped in poverty? According to feng shui, the bed is not just a place to sleep. It is where your entire life energy gets recharged after a long, exhausting day. But if your headboard is violating certain major taboos, then the very place you thought would bring you peace may actually be silently draining away your wealth, health, and good fortune. In today's video, I am going to reveal 7 extremely dangerous feng shui mistakes at the head of your bed. Things that seem harmless, but can seriously destroy your financial luck, mental energy, and even your family life. Together, we are going to uncover why so many people stay poor, tired, and stuck in a life filled with struggle, even though they have done nothing wrong. And the most important part, I will show you how to fix each of these mistakes in a simple but powerful way, as long as you are determined to make a change. Watch this video all the way through, because who knows, maybe one small thing you have been doing for years is exactly what is holding you back from breaking free of all the negativity. Before we begin, leave a positive affirmation for yourself in the comments below. Something like, "I am ready to change my destiny," or "I choose abundance and peaceful sleep every day." And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell, so you will never miss any of the practical and deeply insightful feng shui tips we share. Now, let us get started. So what exactly are those feng shui mistakes? Right now, I am going to reveal each one of them, the seemingly harmless habits that are quietly draining your wealth and dragging down your energy day after day. Number 1. Headboard directly facing the bedroom door. In feng shui, the bedroom door is known as the mouth of energy, the place where external energy flows in. This energy can be positive or negative. If your bed's headboard, the spot where your brain, heart, lungs, and entire central nervous system rest, is placed directly in line with this incoming energy, it is as if you are sleeping right in the wind's path, absorbing all the chaotic energy rushing toward you. At first, you may not notice anything, but over time the effects will become clear. Poor sleep, waking up tired, dull headaches, a restless mind, and trouble focusing. Even worse, because your body is constantly in a state of being watched by invisible forces, it can lead to anxiety, irritability, or withdrawal, which easily causes tension and arguments in the household, disrupting its natural harmony. Scientifically and spiritually, this setup is considered energy breaking. Having your headboard face the door is like sleeping with your head right at the entrance of your home, exposing your spiritual energy to outside influences. You become vulnerable to negative energy, bad luck, or simply feel like you are always out of breath, constantly working without seeing much result. So if your bed is currently in this position, you should change it as soon as possible. Ideally, rotate the bed so the headboard rests against a quiet wall, not directly facing the door. But if changing positions is not possible due to room layout, there are still ways to fix it. You can place a light partition between the headboard and the door, or use a tall dresser or bookshelf to block the energy flow while creating a sense of protection. Additionally, hanging a string of 5 emperor coins above the doorframe is a great way to calm and regulate the energy flow, helping your mind feel more grounded and peaceful while sleeping. Number 2. Mirror or reflective surface facing the headboard. In many modern homes, having a large mirror facing the bed or a vanity mirror at the foot of the bed seems completely normal. But not many people realize that placing a mirror directly in front of the bed, especially one that reflects the head, is a serious feng shui mistake that can deeply affect your sleep and your overall energy. The reason is simple. When you sleep, your body and mind enter a passive state, open to absorbing energy. But if a mirror reflects your head while you sleep, your image is constantly being bounced back at you. This creates a subconscious sense of vulnerability, leading to shallow sleep. Your brain keeps subtly defending itself, and your mental energy gradually declines. From an energy standpoint, mirrors amplify everything. If placed in the wrong location, they can disrupt the natural flow of energy, making it unstable around the bed. As a result, your body cannot fully recharge overnight. The simplest solution is to move the mirror to a different spot, ideally to the side, or somewhere that does not reflect the bed at all. If moving it is not an option, you can cover it each night with a dark cloth or install a sheer curtain in front of it. The same rule applies to televisions or mirrored wardrobes. Avoid placing them where they reflect directly onto the bed while you are sleeping. Number 3. Head or foot of the bed right next to a window. In feng shui, windows are the bridge between your inner space and the outside world, a place where energy flows, light enters, and air circulates. However, placing your head or feet directly against a window means you are exposing sensitive parts of your body to unstable and mixed energy currents. While sleeping, your body is in its most receptive state. Drafts or external energy can seep through even a closed window and directly affect your head or feet, leading to restless sleep, sudden waking nervous system imbalances, or lingering tension. Especially at night, when negative energy from outside is stronger, you may feel uneasy, chilled, or have strange dreams, all because the bed is in the wrong spot. Having your headboard against a window also makes you feel exposed, as if your back is unprotected, which creates a sense of instability and makes it hard to sleep peacefully. Over time, this reduces your focus, weakens your decision-making abilities, and affects both your work and daily mood. Thankfully, the solution is not complicated. If possible, reposition your bed so neither the head nor foot touches the window. If the room size does not allow for that, then install thick curtains in warm, muted tones with good light-blocking material. This will help block negative energy and give you a sense of privacy and comfort. You can also place a light partition or a small green plant between the bed and the window to soften the airflow and create a natural energy buffer. Avoid opening the window near the headboard at night. As your body temperature drops, you may catch a chill, which can have long-term health effects. Number 4. Headboard placed against the bathroom wall. This is one of the most common feng shui mistakes in modern apartments, especially in smaller condos, where space is limited, and the bed must be placed against a wall, which happens to be shared with a bathroom. From the outside, it may seem neat and practical, but energetically, this creates a dead zone in your flow of wealth energy. In feng shui, bathrooms are full of mixed and disruptive energy, including moisture odors, bacteria, and low-frequency vibrations from the plumbing system. When your headboard is pressed against the wall that backs onto a toilet, all of that energy quietly impacts your head, the home of your brain nervous system, and the glands that regulate sleep. The result? You often feel fatigued for no clear reason, struggle to fall into deep sleep, have bad dreams, or feel low, even when everything else in life seems fine. From a spiritual perspective, bathrooms are considered heavy and unstable energy zones. Sleeping with your head against such a space makes your mind foggy, memory poor, and decision-making unreliable. Many people report that ever since they started sleeping with their head near a bathroom wall, things just went downhill, unexplained, financial losses, repeated mistakes, or sudden streaks of bad luck. Luckily, there is a very simple but powerful fix if done correctly. First, if possible, move the bed so the headboard is against a dry, clean wall. If space does not allow that, create a light buffer to block the negative energy. This can be a wooden panel, a thin layer of drywall, or a tall nightstand placed directly against the wall. This acts as a shield, preventing unwanted energy from reaching your body. You can also place a protective crystal, such as black tourmaline obsidian or black quartz, near the headboard, especially where it touches the bathroom wall, to absorb and repel negative energy. Additionally, avoid placing your headboard right against a wall where water frequently runs through, as the sound vibrations during the night can unconsciously disrupt your brain activity. Number 5. Hanging heavy or sharp objects above the headboard. Many modern households, in the name of aesthetics, hang large crystal chandeliers above the bed or mount decorations like metal-framed mirrors, replica swords, antlers, or metal artwork right over the headboard. But what they may not realize is this: the human brain can sense danger even while asleep. Hanging a heavy or sharp object directly over your head keeps the mind in a subtle state of alertness, even with your eyes closed and body at rest. So what happens? You never fully reach deep sleep. People sleeping under such items often wake up in the middle of the night, have nightmares, or rise feeling uneasy or anxious without knowing why. More importantly, over time, this constant low-grade stress starts to affect your mood. Irritability, tension, and increased conflict with loved ones become common. In feng shui, this is known as a pressure field, an energy flow that mentally weighs you down and prevents peace. Sharp objects, such as decorative swords, axes, or animal horns, not only create a visual sense of danger, but also symbolize conflict and division. Placing them above your bed brings disruptive energy to the very space that should be calm and nurturing. Thankfully, the solution is simple, but must be done decisively. First, remove all heavy or sharp-edged objects from the headboard area. Instead, consider hanging a light and peaceful picture, like an image of a lotus flower, an open field, the sky, or even a happy family photo in warm, soft colors. These symbols help calm the mind and promote emotional comfort. If moving a chandelier is not an option, replace it with a smaller, softer design, ideally with warm yellow lighting, and position it toward the foot of the bed rather than directly overhead. Remember, the place you sleep is not for showcasing power or making a statement. It is a space for relaxation, healing, and protection. Number 6. Placing an altar or sacred statue directly above the headboard. Due to limited space, many families choose to mount an altar high on the wall, directly above the bed's headboard, to save room. While this may seem convenient and even spiritually close, from both a feng shui and spiritual perspective, this is a serious taboo that can quietly disrupt your personal energy. Your bed is where you rest, unwind, and recover. An altar, whether dedicated to Buddha Guanyin or ancestors, is a sacred space that demands reverence and stillness. When your headboard is placed directly beneath it, you are essentially lying under the feet of divine or ancestral spirits, a position considered deeply disrespectful and disruptive to the spiritual connection between you and the higher realm. Energetically, this places human vibrational activity beneath a zone meant for sacred stillness. The two frequencies clash. If not corrected, your living energy gets compressed while the altar's sanctity is diminished. As both become misaligned, the positive energy in your home will gradually fade over time. If possible, relocate the altar to another spot, A quiet corner with a light partition is enough. If moving it is not feasible, create an energy buffer behind the headboard using a cabinet wooden panel or a layer of drywall. At the same time, maintain sincere respect by lighting incense on the 1st and 15th days of the lunar month, and kindly ask the spirits for understanding with a promise to move the altar when circumstances allow. Number 7. No support behind the headboard. In feng shui, a well-positioned bed is not just about the direction or alignment with your element. It also needs solid support behind it. The headboard symbolizes your brain willpower and mental stability. When the headboard is not against a wall or floats in empty space, it sends a signal of insecurity and lack of grounding deep into your subconscious. People sleeping in a floating headboard position often experience poor concentration, indecisiveness, and hesitation. Whether in work, love, or finances, things tend to feel incomplete. Projects get abandoned. Midway plans change last minute, as if there is always something missing, or no one backing you up to move forward. In traditional feng shui, this is known as no mountain support. A mountain symbolizes a solid energy reservoir representing mentor's stability and a strong foundation. Living without a mountain at your back is like walking through life with no one to catch you when you fall. Over time, this weakens your willpower and causes your path to become unstable and inconsistent. To fix this, the simplest thing you can do is place the headboard firmly against a solid wall. If that is not structurally possible, place a light wooden board, a low bookshelf, or a decorative partition behind the bed to create the feeling of support. Be sure that whatever is placed behind the headboard is tidy, has calming colors, and contains no sharp corners or heavy items above, because the goal is to protect and uplift, not to add pressure. You can also softly decorate the headboard area with landscape paintings of mountains, round harmonious shapes, or symbols that represent strength and stability. A well-supported bed not only helps you sleep more deeply, but also sharpens your focus and boosts your confidence in everyday life. Now that you know the 7 mistakes to avoid, remember this: avoiding them is not enough. To truly shift your energy and attract better fortune, you also need to know how to properly arrange your bed's headboard according to feng shui principles and activate your flow of wealth in the right way. Number 1. Choosing the right direction for your headboard based on your element. If your element is metal, you should place your headboard facing west or northwest. These are the 2 most harmonious directions for metal energy, helping you feel more stable, less anxious, and able to make clear decisions while maintaining persistence in your work. These directions also support financial stability and long-term wealth accumulation. For those with the water element, directions like north or northeast will help activate the natural energy of your element. North is especially rich in water energy, which helps water types recharge after a long day. It also boosts communication skills, creativity, and intuitive thinking. If your element is wood or fire, then east or southeast will be most beneficial. These are sun-facing directions with strong yang energy and morning light representing growth, expansion, and new opportunities. People with these elements often feel more mentally sharp, optimistic, and energized to seize career opportunities when they position their headboards in these directions. Number 2. Using the right lighting and color scheme. Let us start with colors. Your bedroom should use warm, neutral, and calming tones, such as beige cream, soft blue, pale yellow, or milky white. These colors help calm the nervous system, create a sense of safety, and make it easier to fall into deep, restful sleep. Avoid overly intense colors like bright red or neon orange, and also steer clear of very cold tones like dark gray or navy purple, as they can feel heavy, interfere with rest, and affect your emotional balance. Next is lighting. In feng shui, light represents yang energy, but not all light is beneficial. During the day, try to let in as much natural light as possible to cleanse and activate positive energy in your space. At night, use warm yellow lighting that is soft and relaxing. A bedside lamp with gentle illumination, placed slightly off-center from your headboard, works best. Avoid any direct light shining on your face or overly cold white or blue-toned light, as these stimulate the nervous system rather than helping it relax. Number 3. Avoiding uneven beds where the head is lower than the feet. The bed is not just a place for rest, it is a symbolic representation of your life's flow. When the head of the bed, the area connected to your brain, thoughts, and rational mind, is placed lower than the feet, which represent movement and action, then the energy flow is reversed. This creates a sense of imbalance, instability, and confusion in both your mind and your emotions. People who sleep on uneven beds like this often feel mentally floaty, disconnected, or like things in life always end halfway. Projects get cut off, plans fall apart, and just when success seems near, it slips away. Over time, this misaligned energy flow disrupts your ability to build and maintain long-term stability or prosperity. To fix this, the first step is to check the level of your bed. Even a difference of just a few inches should be corrected. You can use risers under the bed legs or place a board beneath the head of the bed to create balance. Ideally, the head of the bed should be slightly higher than the foot, not only to support better blood circulation, but also symbolically to elevate your intellect and keep your life moving forward and upward. We have just gone through the 7 most common feng shui mistakes related to your bed's headboard, the small details that without you knowing may be quietly affecting your wealth, health, and daily sense of peace. It is no coincidence that our ancestors placed such great importance on where we sleep, which direction our head faces, and what surrounds us during rest. Because sleep is not just for resting the body, it is a time when both the body and the mind regenerate energy. It is also when your fortune either flows in or slips away. By simply adjusting the position of your bed, aligning it to the right direction, and shielding off areas that accidentally violate feng shui principles, you can notice a real change. Deeper sleep, clearer thinking, fewer work-related issues, and good luck starting to come your way like a natural current. Rearranging your headboard is also a way of realigning the flow of energy in your life. It does not have to be complicated. All it takes is doing it correctly and with sincere intention. If you found today's video helpful, do not forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, so you will not miss future feng shui tips, and leave a positive affirmation for yourself in the comments. Something like, "I am ready to change my destiny," or "I choose peaceful sleep and abundant wealth." Remember, no big transformation ever begins without the small things. And sometimes, just turning your headboard around is enough to turn your whole life around.